All right, y'all, we're doing it. We're breaking Splendid Reclamation today in Pioneer. Again, shout outs to Will Erker for the original deck. Shout out to Card Hoarder for providing the loan account. And let's get it. Let's get it. I'm actually excited. Our opponent's playing busted cards. So, that's not cool. What'd they get? Grazer? Uh-oh. Crumble to dust. We need you. I think actually we just need a Splendid Reclamation, and we are money because we got this Field of Ruin, we got Our Promise. I mean, we're in there. And our opponent is playing a Bant strategy. All right. So we want to Insight, and we want to Growth Spiral, and we kind of want to crack this Fabled Passage too, but that's not... It's not entirely necessary. It's possible we just want to keep the Field of Ruin to hit our opponent's Field of the Dead. So I think we're going to Insight away the Fabled Passage, even though that's like kind of one less land to get back with our Splendid Reclamation at some point. Ooh, search for his Canta. Don't mind if I do. These Magma Sprays, probably not going to be doing much, but might kill some zombies. We'll see. Teferi, that's cheating. That is cheat. Alright, well, I think we just have to run this out and then run it out again. If we draw another land, maybe I'd be incentivized to actually Growth Spiral and try an Hour Promise on the next turn, but we'll see what happens. Opponent's got to be happy about that. Too many story times. I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Ooh, Hydrate Crisis. I don't care about that. We'll go way over the top of that. Don't you worry. Alright, another Hour of Promise. Means that we just got to run Search out there again. Got to try and hit lands. This is kind of the part of the story where Magmatic Insight might be bad. We did throw a land into the graveyard in order to play our Magmatic Insight, but drawing 2 and not hitting a land in our 30-card deck is, you know, it's not ideal. Don't do it. Don't Hour Promise me. This is just Crisis for 3? Yeah, that's cool. Do not care. Oh, no. No. That's the one we want. But not right now. All right, here's the real question. Do we Field of Ruin the Castle Vantress? Feel like we're supposed to save it until we can actually hit a Field of the Dead. Yeah, I think we just Growth Spiral. Kind of hate it. I guess, like, what are our plans, right? Like, if our plan is eventually to cast Reclamation, then we could just cash in the field now. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Feel like our opponent played Crisis instead of an Hour Promise, so they don't have Hour, because they would have snapped that off for sure. Land! Hell yeah. Can't Magma Spray anything. I mean, I guess maybe I should have Magma Sprayed, because then I could transform Search, potentially. Ooh, yeah, now they're going to Blast Zone away my Search. So that's kind of awkward. Pieces will be nice. I assume this is going to resolve, right? Like, they don't really play counter magic. So we want Field of the Dead X. We have one island, which is noteworthy if we're working toward Mystic Sanctuary at some point. So we could get Field, and then maybe Rivulet is good if we're going to pieces into Splendid Reclamation, maybe. Like, we have things to do with our mana, so I don't think we're activating Lumbering Falls. Westvale Abbey is a little bit far off. I guess maybe I should have kept a Scryland in this deck. I kind of just cut them all. Yeah, let's get a Rivulet. A couple zombies. Pressure that to Fairy, maybe. Oh no, what are they doing on my end step? Rev for 3? Yeah, that's fine. Like, in theory, they have these small ball card drawing things, and we have Splendid Reclamation, which puts us, like, really far ahead. So I feel like we should just be a natural favorite, but, like, Blast Zone is tough, Teferi's tough. They have 7 cards. Jeez, it's a lot of cards. I don't know what they're doing with all those cards, but guess we'll find out. Temple of Plenty. Say we pieces into Splendid and like 2 lands. That would be a pretty good play this turn, I think. So what do we do? I think we tap like this probably. And then we can well, I guess we could Hour Promise first and like make more zombies. But yeah. I think the upside for Splendid this turn is pretty high. So do we want to trade zombies or do we not want to trade zombies? I feel like trading is probably fine because they could like Detention Sphere us or something, but do not feel like that is on the agenda. But regardless, whether or not you choose to offer a trade, I think is pretty important. You should definitely be thinking about that. And now we can get Field, Westvale. Still only have 1 island. Maybe we're supposed to get another island of some sort, like a dual land or something, but I don't think so. I don't see much of a downside to just getting 2 fields here. So some of these versions of this deck have like a combo finish with things like Purphoros. Will's original version had Hammer of Purphoros. And you can make the case for that. I mean, certainly in a spot like this, like our opponent has 7 cards, likely has a bunch of Supreme Verdicts. We're going to start forcing them to verdict on basically every turn. And it might just be a lot to fight through, whereas we could just have like a clean combo kill potentially. Ugin might be a problem. That seems tough to deal with. Might be impossible to deal with, actually. I mean, we could Westvale at some point. Yeah, how are we supposed to remove that thing? So what we're likely going to do is our Izzet Search. We have 10 mana. At some point, like if we find a Splendid, we'll probably just cast that maybe. Yeah, it is tapped. So if we draw Splendid, we'll Rivulet ourselves first. Fabled Passage is really good. That can give us our second island. I guess I could insight away the Sanctuary first. So should I get another Fabled Passage to set up for next turn where I can just like end of turn make zombies? I mean, I definitely want the Westvale. I also don't want to run out of lands to play because I'm going to need to fight through this Ugin. So I think we have to get Field of the Dead so then Passage can make 4 zombies and we can pressure the Planeswalkers. Do I want to insight or no? That's basically the question. I mean, obviously, if I was going to insight, I should have done this first, but we're kind of here now, so. Am I going to... Yeah, I should have gotten an island, so then I could just Sanctuary next turn. I mean, I guess I can still do that. I can, like, cast Hour first. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll save the Sanctuary. Yeah, you see the kind of pressure that our opponent's under if they just didn't have Ugin. I mean, that's got to be a Miser's Ugin, right? Sanctuary might come in clutch this game. Opponent is just letting our search transform. Can we, like, go infinite, too? Like, we can Field of... No, we can't Field of Ruin our own Sanctuary. It is opponent only. But we can certainly, like, Sanctuary back the Reclamation, and then if we had a way to get the Sanctuary in the graveyard, then we could go infinite. I wonder if... I mean, there's got to be a way to do that. Lotus Field is the first thing that comes to my mind, but obviously that's not... That's kind of a nombo in this deck. And by kind of, I mean definitely is. So yeah, if I had a way to combo kill my opponent, this game would be super clean. I just made like, 14 zombies on that one turn. Could have made more. So Perforos would have just killed our opponent. So maybe something to consider if there are actually matchups like this where just Horde of Zombies does not actually bury them. I guess Ugin is a pretty solid consideration for mirror matches if you're expecting something like that, but I mean, our opponent's like kind of running out of cards, which is nice. Sort of fighting through their stuff. Yeah, kids, do things in the right order. Do things that can like find you Field of the Dead before you play lands and whatnot. Opponent has a bunch of blockers. This thing does not trample. So I could save the Passage till next turn because I know I'm not getting through this turn. Is that worth it, though? Does that actually do anything? Yeah, I think I have to save it. So Magma Spray can go in the yard because that doesn't do anything really. We draw a forest. I guess a reason to crack the Fabled Passage would be if we actually wanted to use Sanctuary this turn. Alright, so we have 4, 8, 12, 14 mana. If we Azcanta into Splendid, that's 13 with Hour Promise, so we can just Hour first and then Azcanta. Also could get the Crumbling Vestige to make this cost a mana less. So certainly worth noting that. For this time, I think I am just going to get a Steam Vents and just a Fabled Passage. And then we could just Abbey, but then our opponent can bounce it. I don't know if that's even like a bad thing. Or I guess they could just exile it with Ugin too. So yeah, we need to save the Abbey for a turn when we can actually do stuff. So yeah, this is blacks. If they -0, and we Abbey'd in response, our Abbey would just die. So that's not good. We should not do that. Alright, so we found a Splendid. That is actually Splendid. Oh, I guess, yeah, Anger's not bad. That could be a way to reset our opponent if we need that. Should I Insight away this forest? Probably not. Maybe I should. We get 5 land back. But then I would have to draw an untapped land in order to actually cast Splendid this turn. So yeah, I'm just going to do this for 5. Oh, I guess I could have just cracked the Fabled Passage because I would just get it back. I don't know if I actually want that though. Y'all, do you think Perforos would have killed my opponent? It's hard to say, right? So they're gonna -0. I'm gonna Anger. I'm gonna find an Anger with all of my magic cards. And then we will make Abbey and kill Ugin. Get it to Ferried, that's fine. We can just rebuild. Kind of banking on finding Anger, but I believe in us. Just gotta not run out of lands. What is this? Is this a Krasis or a Rev? Would expect them to have more Revs than Crassi. Why Rev for so little, though? I guess they're just looking for Hour Promise. So they can match me on fields. Gotta be aware of the clock, too, because that might be what this match comes down to. So y'all are getting your money's worth. You would think that just like Turbo Field of the Dead and Westvale Abbey would be enough to kill our opponent, but no, they have a Lumbering Falls too. Alright, so again, we're kind of in the weird situation where if Anger kills our opponent, or if Anger is what we're looking for, then do I actually want to crack this Fabled Passage? I guess yes, because no matter what, I'm going to want to Abbey. And I can Mystic Sanctuary back the Splendid, so I'll want to just crack one of these for a land anyway, probably. And there's an Anger on the bottom of our deck. There's 3 Angers, jeez. So angry. Alright, so that's another search. Doesn't really help. Bing, bing, bing. Where's yours? Can't do. There it is. Let's do this first. Found another Splendid. Guess we'll take that. God, are we just gonna deck ourselves? This is silly. Well, the bright side, we found the anger. We can kill the Ugin. At least I think so. Oh, I get 2 cards. Jesus. So many cards. Alright, so I want to play a land. I guess I can play the Sanctuary, put Splendid on top. With the zombies, I can make Ormondal. Didn't see that one coming, did ya? Make sure we don't blow it. I guess we could just like mill our opponent. That would be kind of cool. I was like, where'd my Steam vents go? Did I blow it? Let's do this. Alright, kill your Eugene. Then I guess I Field of Ruin. A field. And that is my turn. Now my Fabled Passages have no more targets. Alright, so we can go Rivulet U, Reclamation, Rivulet U, Reclamation. So we have 12 mills and 2 more Reclamations left in our deck, which is 8 more mills. So that ain't bad. I'm just going to F6 because I ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, more Teferis, cool. Bounce zombies, cool. Ormondal is not... Oh, it does have haste. Damn. Yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, what do? I think we... play Abby, transform Abby, Rivulet them, Reclamation. Yeah, this is cool. We got fun stuff going on. I guess I don't have to attack Teferi when he's got Lumbering Falls. And the zombies would just trade anyway, so it's not really a big deal. I don't have any other deserts. That would also make things pretty easy. Good times. Good times. Behind on time, actually. So not good. Yeah, I gotta hover over these keys. I did mill them, yes. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, they're at 18 cards now. Okay. I did mill them. Good, good, good. Yep. It was like the most powerful Supreme Verdict of all time. Killed basically 1 billion zombies. Not sure how they beat Recurring Ormondal and Recurring Ipnu Rivulet. Our Promise might help. We'll see. I have a field left. No, 2 fields, because I binked their Vantress the first time. Alright, alright. I guess what we don't need to do is have our graveyards out. So we can actually get a little bit more board real estate here. We know it's in my hand, right? I can shrink this a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a big battlefield. There we go. I'm still going to ask Kant to end a turn because I do want to find the other Reclamation so I can make sure to just like have those to get back the Rivulets. Oh no, are they going to get like their own Ormondal and we're just going to have this stupid face-off while I try and mill them out? Because that seems silly. Well, I will say that the Rivulet and the Mystic Sanctuary have been worth it for matchups like this. It's not quite a Perforos as far as killing our opponent, but it does give us some amount of inevitability, which is nice. It is definitely necessary, because this Bant deck is tough to kill with like Revs and Krasis and all that nonsense. So now they're trying to do the thing where they force me to kill all their stuff. I will do that. I'm happy to oblige. Should probably not put those in any order, but oh well. Pretty sure no matter what card... Yeah, I should just not have even played this Surge probably. Because no matter what card I play, I was not going to bin it, and I was not going to transform to Surge, so... So we will tag a field. Shuffle, shuffle. You get some zombies, cool. Milia. Do I want to do anything for Iraq? I don't think so. Oh, I did. I wanted to anger first. But that's okay. This is actually not bad because I assume that what is going to happen is our opponent is going to kill our stuff no matter what. So then I suppose maybe we just want to keep the anger rather than using it, but mysteries. Alright, so we have 9 cards, our opponent has 10. Yeah! You love to see it. You love to see it. Trackers, yes. Dust, negates, gusts, all of it. Give me it all. There are definitely going to be situations where anger is going to do something, but... it is not many situations, let me tell you. And I think a better thing to do is just do my own thing and make it so I have zombies to block, and then we'll be good. So we're going to cut a land because we're bringing in trackers and more interaction and stuff, so we're trading like a little bit more on a 1-for-1 axis. So we don't want to get super flooded, and since we don't want to get super flooded, we don't want a bunch of insights also. I think I have to cut another land, too. But the utility lands all seem pretty good. Vestige is a thing that could certainly go. Because this is not a matchup where you need to, like, Hour of Promise and then also cast, like, a follow-up Thoughtseize or removal spell or anything. So, yeah, maybe I can just cut all the insights. That is not a matter of the insights being bad in general. It is just we are boarding down on lands, which makes them worse. And we're playing more of a fair game now with all of our counter magic. Hopefully we do not get got by Teferi. That seems like a pretty reasonable thing that could happen, but... And then certainly when we don't have the insights, the reclamations are a little bit worse, but you saw how, like, that's kind of our end game as far as just making a bunch of zombies every turn and recurring rivulet and whatnot, so... Good stuff. Alright, we'll bring our hand back up here. Alright, so we have Aether Gust and green cards, but no green mana. This is not ideal because we can't stop at Teferi even. I do just want, like, all my resources, though, but yeah, this hand doesn't really do anything unless I find a green. And how many green sources do we actually have? $12, now that we cut the Vestige. I feel like I want to mulligan, but what am I trying to mulligan into? I mean, like, search, pieces, tracker, negate. Yeah, it's a lot of cards. Well, I found the cards, but only one land. Going to 5? Yuck. Yuck. Alright, so bin the Sanctuary and the Izzet Charm because we're light on resources. And we are off. The good part about this is if I just get super far behind early, I can just concede and have enough time for game 3. Oh no! We've been had. Alright, playing out Search does very little. So I'll keep open negate for this Teferi. I tried to negate it. Moto wouldn't let me. I'm sorry, I've let you all down. Rest in Peace is a gigantic beating. My word. Alright, I guess we need to bring in some Unravels? That's gross. That is gross. Must be nice for them to have Teferi in their deck. And just have outs to all these random stupid things. Okay. They shocked in, so my negate's getting negated. Oh, no? Okay. Alright then. I will take it. Tracker, please. I'll keep that negate. Play passage to enable quicker field or nah? I feel like nah. I feel like field and then play passage and just start activating Westvale is probably our plan. Field for them is awkward. Okay, so they shocked into maybe Hour and then just decided better of it, and we peeled negate anyway. I think activating Westvale is better than just like pounding them with Lumbering Falls. We do kind of want that island, but yeah, we did not want that wreck. That's for sure. At least making 1/1s we can get toward transforming Westvale. Oh no, and they're making 2/2s. We're just stuck over here making lowly 1/1s. Oh no, and they have spells. Oh my god. How do we deal? Oh, and they have all spells. I don't know if that's good for us or bad for us. Well, second field is definitely bad for us, so... that kind of takes away, like, our crumbly outs a little bit, because they're still going to have a field. And now I think I just block. I guess if I was going to just block, I should just block with the Lumbering Falls, yeah. Yep, I want the hour. So we have 5 different land types. So we should get different lands. Field of Ruin, I mean, in Fabled Passage seems best. Then we get the Passage Rebuy. And we also have Ormondal online. So Hour was definitely a good draw. Maybe what I need to do is cut a Splendid in sideboarding. Ugin? Ew. So they need to 0 basically to prevent me from Ormondaling. So if we go crack this, Field of Ruin you, we would need to draw a land. 2-4, yeah, we would need to draw a land to transform. Pieces is good. I think we just need a land. Yeah. So I think this does it. Math is for blockers, etc. How are we still in this game? Mysteries. Our opponent only has 1 card and we have an Ormondal and field advantage. Come on, deck. Come on. Be the better Field of the Dead deck. Gotta love in the video where I'm talking about can we break Splendid Reclamation that is just sitting in my hand doing nothing while my opponent has a Rest in Peace. It looked good in the first game, though. Alright, so now our opponent has field advantage. We ain't got nothing. We just have like a Scry off search in the top of our deck. But they're out of gas, too. Maybe they have options for this Rejuvenator and what land to get. Yeah. The Thornwood Falls cuts the clock by a turn. No. No, Splendid Wreck to the graveyard. Thank you. All right, land is tight. Keeps us afloat for a little bit longer. So we have Lumbering Falls to block and 3 zombies. Our opponent has 1,000,000 zombies, but we're at 30. So I don't know. This is kind of tight. Obviously, it depends on what they draw. You know, there's a right-click attack all button, right? So last turn I just ate a 1/1 instead of trading. This might be a turn. Like, I also didn't do any of the math, but I think, yeah, this is probably a turn where I just have to trade. Although, this is 2 damage this turn and 2 damage next turn. Whereas I would get to keep the zombies. So this is 12, 14. Yeah. I think the math still works out for me to just block the 1/1s. If like my opponent bricks somehow, I just have all these attackers too. Yeah, they got 3. So yeah, maybe what I should have done was not block with one of the zombies. That could have left them dead. Growth Spiral doesn't do a whole lot and ties up my green. Tracker is exactly okay because it's only 1 creature. And it's the same thing as just having a Lumbering Falls, so I think I'm just going to stick with Lumbering Falls for now. All right, so this puts us at 22. We have 3 blockers, and they have 16 coming at us. So we're still alive. Come on. Come on. No Teferi. Yeah. Broke it. Broke it. By that I mean I beat the mirror match.